Hazbin Hotel found its underdog character with Sir Pentious. He began as an average sinner in hell, a villain for the other characters to band together and defeat in the pilot. However, his return in Radio Killed the Video Star put him on the path of greatness, as fans fell in love with his soft-hearted nature and flair for the dramatics. Sir Pentious quickly became a fan favorite, which may be why the writers chose his death to influence change in The Show Must Go On. As the first sinner to ascend and become an angel, Sir Pentious has proven that redemption is possible and others can follow in his footsteps. However, getting into heaven isn't easy, so in today's video, we'll review 4 characters who could visit heaven and why.
Charlie said live tonight however we wanted. So pour me a fresh one, and let's get to living.
Number 1. Angel Dust. As the poster child for the Hazbin Hotel, everyone expected Angel Dust to be the first sinner to ascend to heaven. He's the first resident to live at the hotel, so Charlie places all her faith and effort into his progress. In Welcome to Heaven, she uses him as her example to show how well her rehabilitation program is working. She shows the Council of Angels how he behaves while spending time with his friends at a bar. While there, he considers spending his night drinking until he becomes concerned for Nifty's safety. He prevents her from stealing, keeps her out of trouble, and stands up to Valentino on her behalf. Coincidentally, he does everything on Adam's list that should get him into heaven, which leads to the realization that the angels don't know what a human must do to become an angel after death. Due to the lead-up provided by the series, many fans believe that the payoff of the hotel's success would allow Angel Dust to finally enter heaven, likely by proving himself and showing everyone how much he had changed. However, everyone's expectations are subverted when Sir Pentious dies in The Show Must Go On. He enters heaven after giving his life to try to save his friends, meaning his redemption likely had something to do with his kind act and selfless nature. Unfortunately, without knowing which of Sir Pentious's actions led to his ascension, Angel Dust's path forward remains unclear. However, we know that Sir Pentious gives everything to redeeming himself. When Charlie gives him a second chance in scrambled eggs, he starts his journey by apologizing, following Charlie's teachings, giving up his inventions, and parting with his egg minions to better himself. Angel Dust partakes in Charlie's lessons with hesitance, but through the patience and care shown by his friends, he has started to see how much value he truly has. If Angel Dust continues doing his best, he'll likely become the next sinner to find a place in heaven.
Charlie, it's fine. I get it. Thanks for caring about me.
Number 2. Lucifer. When we first hear of Lucifer in Hazbin Hotel, he calls Charlie to ask for a favor. Instead of meeting with Adam himself, something that is his responsibility as the king of hell, he sends Charlie instead. Lucifer has bad blood with Adam, especially considering their shared connection through Lilith. Lucifer would know everything Adam did wrong in his first marriage and likely loathes him for it. Additionally, while Lucifer was forced into hell by trying to help humanity, Adam was placed on a pedestal and entered heaven after his death. It would make sense for him to abandon a business meeting if Adam requested it, but Lucifer's disdain towards heaven runs deeper than his history with the first man. In Dad Beat Dad, Lucifer hesitates to support the hotel for 2 reasons. He doesn't see the same good in the sinners that Charlie does, and his personal experience with heaven makes him weary of trusting the angels. When Charlie requests that he call a meeting for her with the High Seraphim, Lucifer immediately shuts her down, because he believes heaven won't hear her out and will punish her for trying to change the system they established thousands of years ago. However, Charlie convinces him to give the hotel a chance, and he agrees to schedule a meeting. At the same time, he tells Charlie he can't go with her when she enters heaven. It's possible as a fallen angel that it's physically impossible for Lucifer to enter heaven. However, we see Charlie, Lilith, and Vaggie walk freely within the realm with the proper permission. It seems more likely that Lucifer isn't allowed to enter heaven as stated by the elder angels, or he's afraid to return to the one place that hurt him the most. Regardless of the reason, Lucifer may soon have a chance to return to heaven. In the past, he made a deal with the angels that permitted the yearly extermination of sinners' souls. However, he breaks that deal and The Show Must Go On by attacking Adam and preventing the extermination from spreading. The hotel's violence against a massive group of angels may be grounds for war. If Lucifer and Sarah want to stop such an unfavorable outcome, it may be best for them to meet in person to find a peaceful solution.
Okay, I can get you the meeting, but once you're in heaven, I won't be able to go with you.
Number 3. Lilith. As of this moment, one of the most mysterious characters in the series is Charlie's mother, Lilith. She's already been missing for 7 years when the series begins, seemingly having fallen off the face of the earth and incapable of returning her daughter's calls. No one, including Charlie or Lucifer, knows where she's gone or what she is doing. The little we know of her character comes from Charlie in Overture, when she describes her mother as an independent spirit and a capable leader. According to her daughter, Lilith is responsible for turning hell from a realm of despair and evil into a working society. While she may not have been thrilled by the initial punishment she received from heaven, Lilith made do with what she had, including marrying Lucifer and starting a family with him. Missing for the entire first season, Lilith makes her first real debut in The Show Must Go On. She's approached by a battle-torn Lute who carries Adam's halo and claims that his death ends the deal he had with Lilith. Seemingly, the deal connects to Lilith's absence as she lounges on a peaceful and heavenly beach. If Lilith had hidden in heaven for nearly a decade, it's possible only the exorcists know of her existence there. She may have also given Adam something significant in return for a personal slice of heaven, where she could remain unbothered and unthreatened. Unfortunately, Lute ends her peaceful circumstances by stating that she can't stay in heaven unless she does something to stop Charlie and the Hazbin Hotel. To do so, Lilith will likely return to hell to pull some strings, like convincing Charlie that she should redirect her efforts elsewhere. If she succeeds, even in moderation, she may return to heaven, where the audience can learn more about her living situation and circumstances, including how she found herself getting there in the first place.
Your brat is threatening the very foundation of heaven, and if you want to stay here, you're going down there and stopping that.
Number 4. Husk. Although many fans expect Angel Dust to become the next sinner to enter heaven, his journey may be postponed in favor of another hotel resident. Like Sir Pentious, Husk could subvert everyone's expectations by becoming an angel alongside his old friend, with plenty of evidence from the first season to support his ascension. Husk has a darker history than some of the other characters. As a former overlord, he used the souls he owned to gamble recklessly, which led him to losing his power and making a deal with Alistair. Now forced to serve another overlord, Husk has worked for Alistair for several years and is currently tasked with being the hotel's bartender. However, despite his past mistakes, Husk seems to take the path toward redemption on his own accord. In Masquerade, we witness his relationship with Angel Dust grow into something significant to the series. Husk reveals that he spent time listening to everyone's stories, which means he's adept at understanding their emotions and learning their tales. He becomes irritable with Angel's behavior, especially his outburst, because he knows Angel's words and actions don't align with his true feelings. The pair find themselves in an argument, which leads to Husk tailing an enraged Angel Dust to keep him safe. During the song Loser Baby, he tells Angel Dust about his past to emphasize with what his friend is going through. He helps Angel Dust not to feel alone and encourages him to embrace his true self without allowing his past mistakes to hold him back. They return to the hotel laughing with one another and become good friends throughout the rest of the series. Husk also doesn't want Angel Dust to lose all the progress he'd made in Welcome to Heaven, partakes in Charlie's trust-building exercises in scrambled eggs, and inquires about Mimsy's arrival threatening Alistair in Dad Beat Dad. Husk seems to care for others and watches out for their well-being. His selfless and caring nature mirrors Sir Pentious's behavior and may be enough to save him from Alistair's contract and give him a place in heaven.
There's a bleeding heart who wants to solve everybody else's problems except her own.
Now that one sinner's soul has entered heaven, it may become difficult for others to follow in Sir Pentious' footsteps. Without the leaders of heaven wanting to open their doors and help Charlie achieve their goals, anyone who leaves behind the Hazbin Hotel will have to give their all to have a second chance at a peaceful afterlife. However, it's also possible that characters with a history with heaven will return, creating tension-filled stories for the audience to enjoy.
After he and Mom split, he never really wanted to see me. He calls.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Charlie, dear, why don't you introduce me to your other friend?